Hello my dears, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. Today I've got another book talk video for you guys, as well as at the end of this video I will be announcing the winner of the coffee mug giveaway stuffed with my favorite teas. So let's just get right into the review first of all. The book we are going to be talking about is Difficult Women by Roxane Gay. Difficult Women, this could have been called Complicated Women, it could have been called Sad Women, it could have been called Abused Women, because all of those kinds of women are held within the pages of these stories. This is a short story collection, which if you've been around this channel for any length of time, you know I love a good short story. There's something so magical about one that is well written because you have to pack such a punch in such a short amount of time. And I just have so much respect for people who have that talent. And Roxane Gay has that talent. So there are 21 stories in this book. Some are very short, like a page and a half to 2 pages long. Others are longer, much longer. Like I think there's one that's about 30, 40 pages long. So kind of bordering on novella length. It's always hard to sum up a collection of stories because, of course, the plots and the themes and what makes that story is so different from story to story that, you know, there's not enough time in the day to sit and talk about each story individually. So let me just tell you, this book is difficult to read. You know, I can't say I enjoyed reading it. That would be the wrong way to word it. I loved this book, but it was difficult to read. There's a lot of very painful subjects touched upon in this book. There's a lot of really upsetting things that happen in this book. And for anyone that maybe has gone through something similar, it might be, you know, that I think that would make it even more difficult to read. There are stories of abuse in here. Like the first story talks about 2 sisters who, when they were 10 and 11 years old respectively, were kidnapped and just tortured and abused and raped for 6 weeks until they were brought back and put on the front steps of a hospital. And then the rest of the story kind of goes on to deal with their lives now as grown women. And it kind of goes back and forth between remembering the time when they were taken and the present and how they're dealing with it. There are also some stories that are really beautifully moving in this, that make your heart feel good, because some certainly don't. But I appreciate a difficult to tell story and a difficult to read story, because those stories need to be told too. That, you know, it all has its purpose and its reasons. And one thing I will say about this book is the stories are unforgettable. There's not a bad one in the bunch. There are some I loved more than others, but there wasn't a bad one amongst them. Sometimes I'll pick up a collection of stories that I've read previously and I'll just sort of skim through the titles of the stories, and there'll be some I'll be like, I can't remember what that was about, and I'll go to the page and I'll be scanning through the words and I'm like, I read this? Like, it was forgettable. Even in collections amongst really excellent stories, there's usually 1 or 2 that's just forgettable. But that has not been the case with this so far. They're unforgettable. And I would recommend it. It has 2 hearty thumbs up from me, but just go in with caution, knowing that they're upsetting, some of these stories, and they're going to break your heart into a million pieces. And these women, you're going to want to reach out and wrap your arms around them. So, yeah, I would say definitely recommend, but read with caution. So yeah, this book, I believe, came out mid-January, like last month, so it's a new release. I ordered it off of Amazon. I'm sure you could maybe find it in your local bookstore. If you've read it, I would love to hear what you thought of it. Or if you've read other books by Roxane Gay, I would love to hear what you thought of those. I actually haven't read any other books of hers, but after reading this one, I am definitely going to go and check them out. So yeah, that's the book talk portion of today's video. Now I just wanted to get to the giveaway winner. So just to refresh your memory in case, you know, it's been a while. This Tim Hortons mug. It's got a moose, you spin it around, it's got a beaver, I believe. And then what I've done is, when you open up the box, I've stuck in a bunch of my favorite teas. There's some matcha, there's some cream of Earl Grey, there's some restful sleep ones. Let's see what else. There are some jasmine petal ones from 2 Leaves and a Bud. Like, that's the cutest tea company name. And this is a light caffeine one. So they're just some of my faves that you can try and see what you like and what you don't like. And yeah, so that's going to come in the box. I'll also put a little letter in for whoever wins to receive. So, now in a minute, I'm going to cut to me going to the computer and going to like a random comment generator website, putting in the video URL, and randomly picking a winner. So, we will just go and get into that right now. Alright, so we are here and we are getting ready to, I'm just going to click, this is like one of those random comment picker websites. So I put in the URL to the giveaway video and now I'm going to click and load the winner. Wow, the winner is in the color green, so congrats, Marie. I'll send you a message and get in touch, and I'll get your prize off to you Monday morning. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Congrats to the winner. I don't know who that is yet, because I still haven't gone to do it. But congrats to the winner. I will be getting in touch with you either on YouTube, or if it's someone who I follow on Instagram, I will get in touch with you there, because I find Instagram to be a little easier of a platform to communicate than the YouTube message system here. I never get notifications for it. So if someone sends me a message, it could be weeks before it gets seen. So, yes. Anyway, that's it, you guys. I will see you on Monday when I'm going to be having another Tea Talk video. Bye, guys.